Howdy, hey! Welcome back to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector, and this is Gold Rush 22. Well, got an early start this morning. The weather is moving in, and actually I'm very grateful because it was supposed to be raining right now, but I checked the weather and it's not supposed to now move in until later this evening. So I'm going to get an early start, go back to the bank vault and get as much concentrates as I can and beat out the rain. I did have to make a small detour this morning. As I said before, because of the floods, I'm homeless. I'm very grateful I have my sexy ex is allowing me to stay in her guest room until I can find a place. And but I went there to look at it, and wow, there's people already living here. What's going on? And then they came out, and turns out it was a scam. So shame on those people that do that. But I apologize for interrupting their morning, and that's okay. I have faith something's going to come up. Until then, what better way to take the world's stress off your mind than get up there and find you some NUGS. I do have, get my Arbor Fabrication Classifier. I finally got it, and believe you me, I did sleep with it. And we're going to see how it works. It took over a month to get it. So if you plan on buying one, make sure, order it way ahead of time. But it seems to be very sturdily built, very high quality, and we're going to see how it works. That's the last of my toys that I treat myself to for all the overtime and everything I do during Christmas and such. So let's go up there and let's take our mind off the world and get them NUGS. Gold Rush 22. Hey, we made it, and I cannot believe that I actually considered not coming because it was supposed to be pouring down rain by now, and it's not. It's a beautiful day. The river's just beautiful. Crystal clear, it's peaceful, it's quiet, but we made it back to the bank vault. Let's take a look. So you can see all the sand we had to remove, and if you remember, this is what we moved last week, and there's our pay dirt down there. So I have about 1.5 feet of sand up to 2 feet. My goal today is to clear out a little bit further up, all the way over to here and down to here, and I'm going to use this area as to put all my pay gravels and stuff. And then, of course, I got my super sluice and my super pan. So when I use that, what I plan on doing is classifying, doing nothing but speed panning. So I put it in my super sluice. I'm sorry, yeah, that's the right one. Super sluice. It's a big monster. Just pan the dickens out of it, dump it into my super pan. I do that 4, 5, 6 times, and then I take the smaller pan, which is my favorite pan, and literally just get the rest of the lights off of there, then dump it in a bucket. And that's it. And then repeat. And then repeat again. But here's my new toy. Yeah. I slept with it last night. And wasn't very comfortable. But we're going to see if it lives up to its name. Very sturdy. We'll see. Howdy. Okay. Still haven't done even a single pan yet or anything. Like I said, I'm going to get a big pile of pay dirt, and I think I got a good starting pay pile, at least for now. I've been going at it now for, probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So still, it's perfect. It's like awesome weather, and I'm dressed in layers, so I'm not worried about it. But let me show you what we got going, and then we'll get to work. Actually, I forgot my water up in my truck. I got to get that and take a break first. Always remember to hydrate. Okay. So, you can see I had to shovel even more sand. So we got this hole down. You can tell how deep it is just by my pickaxe and my shovel. And actually, a lot of people wonder probably why I use that short shovel. That is exactly why. I can get down in these holes and maneuver it a lot better than those long ones. But out of that whole pile right there, that whole thing is all pay dirt. I tried to keep it contained within the little trench area because my plan is, and I'm going to have to even move more sand because that's ready to collapse. You can see it's like 2 feet of sand. Is to work my way around that boulder. As soon as I get over there, I'll drop the boulder down once I get all this just as clean as I can. There is another layer of boulders. That boulder right there is probably bigger than that one. I might be able to get those two down, but I'm not going any deeper than this. So then when I move over to here, I'll roll that boulder over and I'll have a whole pit to drop into. And then as you can see, if I decide, you never know what the melt's going to bring. The melt could bring all this sand down right to the gravel. That would help me. But I know where this is, so even when I fill it in, I know a good starting point, and I can either keep pushing up, I can push left, I can go right. So for right now, I got to get me some water. Give you an example. That's probably 4 feet diameter and 3 feet high. So still a beautiful day. I like this time of year because nobody ever comes down here, and the water's down. The birds are just flying everywhere. It's just beautiful green water today. I was taking that last break and just looking at it, and this is Washington State, not Seattle. But it is pretty. The sound is soothing. It's kind of neat watching the kingfishers come down. Eagle flew over me. And that's what it's about, is getting out here, enjoying nature, get a little exercise, move some dirt. I should have called this darn hole the sand, what is it called? Sand pit or whatever. Sandbox. I need to get some water. All right. Well, hopefully that pays. That's going to give me some gold. That's why it's the bank vault. Gold Rush 22. So I've been using this thing. Watch how fast it works. Done. Isn't that awesome? One more. Oops. And you can fill it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Clean. So for me, that's a thumbs up. Let me get the rest of this classified. Okay, so some of you have probably wondered how I'm planning on moving that much material, and I said before I'm just going to be doing a speed pan. So I'll show you real quick. I only have 2 buckets, so I have to do this kind of systematically. I found out that 3 scoops works about the best, and because I already classified out all the rocks, all I have to do is quickly agitate it as fast as I can, get the lights out, all the clay you see. Usually I do this about 3 times, and most of the lights are gone. So literally, I'm already where I could probably take this home. But what I do is I shake it back, and I dump it in my other pan. 3 scoops. Fill her up. Get her all agitated. You see all the cloudy stuff that comes off. And again, I'm not really trying to do anything more than get the lights off with this pan. Alright, so we got 3. Shake it down. Put it in here. But just for filming purposes, I'm going to tell you, I normally do that 3 or 4 times. And then I switch out the pans, because this pan is a lot easier to work with. Make sure everything's all the way down. And again, now I'm working the smaller lights. Now, I haven't really even been checking to see how much gold I'm getting or anything, because I was just concentrating on doing it fast. But not taking it down so far that I'm losing gold. So we'll still have to do the typical cleanup. But I've been going at it for a couple hours here. The clouds are just now starting to roll in, but it actually feels good because now it's nice and cool but not cold. And I'm sitting there not even thinking. Normally I've already dumped it by now. And then I just take that and I dump it into this bucket. And you can see I already got it. In fact, I can even see gold in there already. I got a NUGS. So that's the bucket. I only brought 2 buckets, so I have to keep walking back and forth. But I'm actually gonna, what was that? That would be 6 scoops. I'm down to almost all black sand and rock now, so I'm just going to pull this back real quick and see if there's any gold in there. I did cheat and do this a couple times. I usually, like I say, I dump that pan after 3 or 4 times, and oh, that's a nice flake there. I just buried it. So we got some. Just with that, we got some really, I thought I saw a really nice flake, but I'm cascading down here and I'm not going to, my hands are wet, so I don't want to use the camera yet. But we got some color in there. So again, what I do, I take this, dump it in there, and that's it. And then you repeat it over and over and over and over. It's not the way I like doing it, but again, it's a hobby, and I'm not giving up just because the rules change. And I'm going to get that done. That's my goal for today. And I couldn't have asked for a better day, and I was worried about the weather. It's already about 1 o'clock, I think, somewhere around there. So I've already been here. I got here at 9. So 10, 11, 12, 1. I've already been going at this total for about 4 hours. So I'm guessing to do what I want to do, I'm going to be pushing right till almost dark. but we'll see. My back might give out by then. That's the advantage here. Always find a nice, comfy, soft rock. Cold Rush 22. So this stuff is kind of cool. So, I have a crevice here that I really want to get to, and I want to pull these, but we'll see. But look at the layers. You got, light sand all the way down to a layer of black sand there. Then you have like this clay stuff, to more black sand, to lighter sand, to these small little gravels and decomposing granite and everything. Now, what's different about here than like the creek we were at and other spots I've even dug here, there is gold in this stuff. Right now, it kind of looks like, well, there's not very many gravels in that and everything. Well, there's a few, but look at this layer. See this stuff here? That's where that gold is in. Right in here. Maybe there's a nug on my finger. So, there is gold. I've seen some gold. But do I want to keep going? Yes, I want to keep going. So maybe I'll take a little break here. Maybe I'll crack open a Blue Mountain Hydration and think a little more on it. Clean this hole up a little bit better, and then yeah, maybe I'll just push this boulder and see what's under there. There's a lot of compressed rock under there, and that looks good. Big rock, big gold. So let's figure it out. Cold Rush 22. Okay, a little update. I went down there to clean out the hole. That's one thing Ken taught me right away. You dig a hole like this, you get as much material as you can reasonably. So I was doing that, using the little green scooper and such. And then I can show you here. You can see all the compressed rocks. There's a nice layer down there. And they're that size rocks. So it's hard for me not to go just a little bit deeper. I'm not going to be able to do that today. The hole's not big enough to pry that stuff. Excuse me. But let me show you the main reason for the change of plan. I am going to do a few more buckets, but what I did was, instead of rolling that boulder this way like I was planning, can't do that now because I want to get underneath those, and we'll take a closer look here in a second. But here's the main reason why. If I can get down there. Let me see what they used to be. Okay. Woo! Alright. So, these rocks down here are all just packed in there tight. They're all in there. You can see seams, and they're not huge boulders. That's huge, and that's huge. That's huge. A lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. So what I did is I pried underneath it, and then here's what I found. This is clay. Now, it's not a hard packed clay, but it's clay. Gold sticks to clay. That's a good spot. So I'm definitely, this is what I'm going to be running. All these compressed rocks and in this clay. So I think what I'm going to do is just this section here and clean this back out again and get it classified down and get it, and then I can definitely feel the wind's picking up, which means the clouds are blowing in, and it is getting cloudy now, so I better get moving. But those gravels look good right there. See this? It could be a nug. I think I dug a pretty deep dang hole. Good lordy. But that was the bottom where I cleaned out most of the clay and everything. and there's probably like 2 more buckets there, so it was just easier to do it that way. But I think we're down to the good stuff now, and I probably should have pushed deeper faster, but I got to make sure and take care of me too. So the bank vault hopefully is going to pay out. So let's get the rest of this classified and ran it, and we'll see. Howdy. All right. I'm going to pack it in. It turned out a lot more there than I thought. It actually is a full 6 buckets classified. Well, you know how we do it. Half to 3/4 full. So it's a nice hole, but it's ready to expand under that boulder again. But we'll be back. We'll see what the gold's like. I know I've seen a speck here, a speck there, but I hate to get too excited. But let me show you. So, oh, look at there. Hello, buddy. Going after my gold. Well, here's my cons. That's almost all entirely black sand. Incredibly. Needless to say, I'm going to have to break out the gold wheel for that stuff. But, yeah, it was a good day. So, let's get this stuff packed up to the truck. And I don't think I'll probably be doing that tonight, but we'll get her done. I promise. Howdy. It's the next day, and it is just beautiful. It's kind of nice when the weathermen get it wrong in the good way. So, if I would have known this, I might have went back up. But right now, we got enough to clean up, so I got everything ready. Got all my pans. Got my blue bowl. This is not blue bowl, gold wheel. This is the coolest setup. I tell you what. Why more people don't use that, I don't know. But I did get lucky. It's kind of pricey. I bought it a couple years back, and it was my treat to myself, like I always do at the beginning of the year. And I got it cheap. It was on sale. So I got to use my, as Jason the Mason would say, the kitchen strainer device. And there's my concentrates. So, a lot to do. Let's get to it. Gold Rush 22. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Okay, so I showed you the kitchen type strainer device that I used, and you always want to pan your bigs. Now I literally have too many to pan in just this pan, and I've used up my super sleuth, so I have to do just a few scoops at a time. And I literally first pan. Look what we got. Oh yeah, look at them nugs. Oh, they got some. So them there are nugs. Who knows, maybe there's more. But that's not even my concentrates. That's just, those are my largers. So I'm excited. This is going to be cool. Gold Rush 22. And I'm excited. Howdy. Alright, it's done. Let's show you what I got. And I'm pretty happy with it. There's some good sized flakes in there, all the way down to micro dots. All in all, what a great weekend. I went up, the bank vault's living to its name. I wish I could have stayed a little longer, but we'll get back there and we'll get down to that next layer and maybe find a couple more of them big chunky nugs. So I'll close this out. Just want to tell everybody have a great weekend. I gained a couple subscribers this week, so let's keep it going. Please share, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and definitely leave a comment of any suggestions, anything you want me to do or see. If I don't get any, I'm just going to keep doing the same, finding them nugs. Gold Rush 22. Take care.